According to the latest information out there, about 70 to 80% of NVIDIA employees are millionaires in dollars. Yes, you heard that right. For the longest time, 9 to 5 has always been seen as slavery. In fact, all these tweets from X highlight the same thing. They are all likening 9 to 5 to slavery. There's a lot of bad rap about 9 to 5, and it almost feels as though if you're doing a 9 to 5 job, you don't have your life together. And that's why I decided to do this video to share with you 10 benefits of your 9 to 5 that may not show up on your paycheck. So the thing is, I don't have a problem with entrepreneurship, but I want my fellow 9 to 5ers to know that there is a lot of value in your 9 to 5. And maybe because they don't show up on your paycheck, you may not appreciate them enough. One of the points I highlight in this video will completely blow your mind. So make sure you watch till the end. So the first benefit of your 9 to 5 that doesn't show up on your paycheck is health insurance. If you've ever paid hospital bills out of pocket, you will know that it's not cheap to live a healthy life. Throughout 17 years of my career, I can tell you for a fact that I've never paid any hospital bill out of pocket. I've had surgeries, I've had medical procedures, I've had annual wellness checks, I've even done like my eye test, gotten lenses and frames, and done like dental care, all at no cost to me, just because my employer had a health insurance policy. The second benefit of your 9 to 5 that doesn't show up on your payslip is life insurance. In Nigeria, the Nigeria Insurance Commission requires all employers to cover their employees up to a minimum of 3 times their annual salary. So let's say your annual salary is 3 million, your employer is expected to cover you up to 9 million. And what that means is that in the event that you pass on while in employment, your beneficiaries get to enjoy that benefit. You may ask, how does that impact me? Well, even though we don't like to talk about death, the fact is that we will all die someday. And unfortunately, some people die while in employment. Imagine that you are the breadwinner of your family and God forbid, something happens to you while in employment. Having this life insurance in place means that your kids, your wife, your husband, your parents, your siblings can continue to enjoy the quality of life they had while you were present with them. This one I really love, and it is pension contribution. According to the PENCOM Act in Nigeria, your employer is required to contribute 10% of your basic salary, transport allowance, and housing allowance into a pension fund that is available for you upon retirement. What I love about the PENCOM Act in Nigeria is that assuming someone lost their employment, they could walk up to their pension fund administrator after 4 months of losing their employment and withdraw 25% from that fund. In addition to that, they can also access 25% of their pension fund account and put it towards mortgage for their property. So imagine that you have 200 million in your pension account. You can literally walk up to your pension fund administrator and withdraw 50 million from that amount and then put it towards your mortgage. For me, it's really great benefit. And if you're not a 9 to 5er and you're an entrepreneur, you also have the opportunity to open a pension fund account with any of the pension fund administrators and start to make a contribution towards it. For 9 to 5ers, your pension contribution is literally additional salary that is being put away, but for your future. The next one I want to talk about is training and development. When I started my career at KPMG many years ago, the firm was responsible for paying for my professional exams, my tuition fees, and even when I passed all the exams, the firm was also responsible for my induction. And guess what? My name is on the certificate, not my firm. So imagine getting trained to do your work. And after getting that training, you literally can take the training you got, you can apply it to a future employer. I think that is really great. Like, I don't have to train myself. For some of us that belong to professional associations, our organizations are also responsible for paying our annual subscription. So if you are ACCA or CIMA, imagine that someone is coughing out £300 plus to pay your annual subscription every year just because you are in the employment of that company. I think that is really amazing, and we don't talk about it enough. Should I also talk about your organization sending you on training abroad, right? Sending you, apart from like professional examinations, they send you on trainings abroad. You get the recognition, you take the pictures, you have your name on the certificate. You guys, 9 to 5 is not the demon. Let's be real here. Let's stop joking. What? Look at all the benefits of your 9 to 5. It's literally not a joke. I think we often take these things for granted just because they don't show up on our paycheck. Closely related to training and development is travels. In the course of my employment with my current employer, I've had the opportunity to travel to 4 different countries for offsites. And you guys, my employer paid the visa fees. They paid my flight tickets. They put me in a 4 to 5 star hotel for free. They paid for my feeding. They paid for my transfers. You guys. And in all of these travels, I've taken extra days off after the conference or the offsite just to explore the city, all at no cost to me. Let's be real here. Let's stop playing. 9 to 5, men, is not a joke if you find the right organization. Earlier in this video, I talked about how 75 to 80% of NVIDIA employees are millionaires in dollars. Yes, you heard that right. So there are certain organizations that give you stock awards. Basically, it's an opportunity to own equity in the company. And as the company does well, your own wealth also grows, right? In the case of NVIDIA employees who had worked with the organization for so long, the company started doing well and the stock price literally just, should I say, times 1,000. Imagine that when you joined an organization, the stock price was $20 and all of a sudden that same stock became $500. That's literally money, cash that we're talking about here. There was a story that broke out recently on X about a guy who had worked with MoneyPoint. MoneyPoint is a fintech in Nigeria, and he decided to resign from the company and just go and chill out and do his own thing. And everybody was just like, this guy has made mad money, because every time MoneyPoint does its valuation of its company, of course, that impacts equity and definitely equity in the hands of employees, which gets to them through stock options and stock awards. It's not every company that gives stock awards, but it's also a benefit for a lot of employees who work especially in VC companies and in tech companies. You know, they get stock awards, and after working with the company for a couple of years, the stock vests and becomes theirs, and that's literally real cash in the hands of those employees. How many of us have side gigs despite doing 9 to 5? The truth of the matter is that your 9 to 5 can be a seed funding for your side business that may become your main hustle in the future. Many years ago, I had a side hustle, and I should do a video telling you guys about how that side hustle almost made me lose my 9 to 5. But I had a side hustle, and even when the side hustle was not making money, I wasn't too bothered. Why? Because I had a steady source of income. I knew that at the end of the month, I would get a salary and I could invest that salary into my side hustle. Closely related to this is the fact that a lot of people that I know personally found their life calling through their 9 to 5. People literally found what they love doing and decided to leave their 9 to 5 to go and start that business. Example, people in HR who found their life calling in coaching and decided to step away to create their own coaching business. Many times, we don't even know what we are capable of doing, except we find ourselves doing those things. I know more than 5-10 people that have stepped away from their 9 to 5, literally created their own business, doing the exact same thing that they were doing in their 9 to 5, but at a more specialized, more focused scale. So there are really good things about 9 to 5. And I hope that for someone watching this, you're not just watching for the sake of watching, you are learning about the kind of benefits that you can seek as you approach your job search, and you are learning the kind of benefits that people enjoy from their 9 to 5. You may not be enjoying it in your current employment today, but you are learning about what is possible. And I hope that this video is making sense to you. How many of us have colleagues that have side hustles? The truth of the matter is, your colleagues can be your co-founders, right? Your colleagues can be your first set of customers. Audu Makori, that a lot of us know, started his fashion business while he was an employee of Guinness Nigeria. And guess who were his first customers? His colleagues. I have colleagues in perfume businesses. I have colleagues who have done food businesses. And whenever I need home spray, the first person that comes to my mind is Olaide. Whenever I want to buy small chops, the first person that comes to my mind is my boss, who has a food business, right? And I'm going to link all these businesses in the comments so that you guys can patronize them. But the truth is that when you're starting out your side gig, your side business, your side hustle, oftentimes your colleagues at work are the first people you pitch this idea to. You can even find co-founders from your workplace. The founder of Flutterwave came out of Access Bank. Later, Batwigwe and I, Demokwede, were colleagues at GT Bank before they stepped away together to found Access Bank, what we now know as Access Bank, which is one of the biggest banks in Nigeria. So your 9 to 5 can be a pool for possible co-founders. If you find someone that has a similar vision as yours, you can pull them from your job and you guys can start a business together. They can also be your potential customers, your best critics, right? Because your colleague will tell you, this plantain chips is not fried well, the salt is too much, and save you all the hassles of going to find out from a completely different person who has no stakes to your business. So that's really important. So that's one of the benefits of 9 to 5. And finally, for many of us, we will not own our own businesses, but 9 to 5 will be an avenue for us to build generational wealth. I'm sure you all know Carl Toriola, the MD and CEO of MTN Nigeria. As of 2023, his annual compensation was put at 3 billion naira. Imagine. Carl joined MTN in 2006 and grew through the ranks till he became the MD. And now he's bagging 3 billion naira. How many companies, how many entrepreneurs in Nigeria are worth 3 billion naira? I don't know. I don't know. If you know them, put it in the comment section. Satya Nadella of Microsoft also joined the company as an employee and grew through the ranks till he became the MD. As of 2023, Satya Nadella's compensation was put at about $79 million. So you can make wealth from your 9 to 5. right? You can build wealth from your 9 to 5. Depends on how you are strategically positioning and investing all those bonuses, allowances, and all those things that you are getting from your 9 to 5. Some people live in houses that are paid by their 9 to 5, which means that they can literally put all their salary into an investment and it will be making income for them, right? Some people's cars, I got a car from my previous employer that I still drive up till now, 10 years later, right? I did not buy the car. It was bought brand new. So 9 to 5 can be an avenue for wealth generation. I hope if you've gotten to the end of this video, I hope you now understand that 9 to 5 is not the enemy. There are literally jobs out there that can give you all of these benefits and more. And that's how we should be positioning. This whole argument about 9 to 5 being slavery or not, I really think is about how you think about your 9 to 5. And for me, my 9 to 5 has really enabled me to achieve some of the goals that I've been able to achieve in my life. I'm not an enemy of 9 to 5. Like 9 to 5 is not an enemy. 9 to 5 has actually done me well. Let me know in the comment section if there's any benefits you're enjoying from your 9 to 5 that I haven't mentioned in this video. And as always, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.